Hi, I'm Missy Briggs. I'm an artist. I'm an arts and crafts oversharer on social media, and I also teach brush lettering. So today I thought it would be fun to kind of take a look inside my studio from another point of view. I share process videos in my posts, and what that means is I kind of give you a glimpse of the entire process from start to finish. Usually the video is sped up. I always record it right on my phone, but I want to kind of show you the studio setup and how I create a process video. Okay, so the first thing that you need is a flat workspace. I have this nice like 7 to 10 foot long flat work area, but you just need a little bit of flat space. Okay, so the next thing that I need is a plain background. My workspace is white, so I tend to use that. It's also marked up, so sometimes I will grab something like this, just a whiteboard. Okay, the next thing you need is good lighting. As you can see, because now my lighting is set up for my work area, all this beautiful light is streaming in behind me, and the lighting on me is not awesome. We won't talk about that. Okay, and then the last thing we need is some kind of a tripod, some kind of a tabletop tripod that will show you an overhead view of your workspace. You can get something that's a little less expensive. I have this big one that has an arm that goes right over top and gives you a complete bird's eye view, so that when I finally put my phone down, you're gonna get a great view of exactly what I'm working on. Okay, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know this guy, that's Tosh. He's always hanging out in my studio. Hey Tosh, you're a good boy. Okay, so I've quickly sketched out what my habit tracking journal page is gonna look like. I know that I'm going to do the habit tracking on the right side of the page. I'm just going to put the month and leave space to write notes on the left side of the page. I'm going to make it look like tropical plants because I kind of have this tropical theme because I live in South Florida. And I guess for every time I complete my habit each day, I would color them in. Here are some examples of things that people track in a habit tracker. I'm going to choose from those and try to do like maybe 5. So you'll also notice that my camera is now not straight over my head. It's kind of off to the right side. That's because I'm left-handed, and I know that when I'm drawing or doing something and trying to capture it, I kind of need the camera to be over here a little bit so that you can see underneath my hand as I'm writing. And I also know that when I draw this, I'm going to want to actually draw it from right to left, wherever possible, so that it kind of looks like I'm revealing it. Most people that are right-handed would do, the opposite, and they would kind of make a drawing and go the other way. But I tend to go this way. I'm going to write forwards. Occasionally I will write backwards because it's just interesting to look at, and it's a little trick that I do. But I'm going to write forwards when I do my process video. Okay, finally we're gonna record. And when I do, I'm gonna make a couple notes in pencil first, and then I'm gonna move on to pen. But I will record the entire process. I will probably cut out a portion of the beginning where I'm just making a quick sketch, but I wanna capture the entire process from start to finish. So I would call this project finished, and I would then change the camera angle to something like this overhead, take some pictures of my workspace, the tools that I used, and then I would go on and probably add some more detail and do a different view of adding detail just to see if I wanted to add that into the final video or not. Either way, now I have pictures overhead of this, and then when I'm finished adding detail, I will also take pictures of that. Okay, so my theme was kind of tropical because I live in South Florida, and I thought it would be great to also get one last shot of like a flat lay of my journal in the leaves in its natural environment. So I happen to have some monstera leaves, and I'm gonna try to create a flat lay out in nature. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the last part of this is to stitch all these pieces together and speed it up so that it becomes one little bite-sized piece for social media. A lot of times I'll do this all right on my phone using an app, but sometimes I will import it into iMovie where I have options for filters and all of that good stuff. So that's how I do it. That's how I create a process video.